Hi everybody, coming in to our webinar tonight. We're going to give just a few minutes to give people some time to come in. And hi, my name is Bernie Birch, and I'll introduce myself formally to everybody shortly. But right now, let's just give people a little bit of time to come on board. We've got lots of people coming in, which is fantastic. And let me tell you that down under here tonight, it's 11 p.m. for myself and for Russ Wood in Sydney, 11 p.m. and it's a little chilly. So we've got the heat turned up, and it'd be curious to see how everyone is in all the different parts of the world that people are coming from. We've got people from the US, we've got people from Oceania, people from up north in Asia. And let's see, as people come on, we'll see how many more come from different parts of the world. Hello to everybody as you come on board.
各位收听中文的伙伴们，请你点选下面的频道选项，然后可以点选中文，您就可以收听到中文所有的翻译。谢谢各位伙伴。
And as you just heard, we're going to have some Chinese translation tonight at different times. There is live translation or interpretation ongoing as the webinar goes. So Jasmine Ma and Sam Lau, who are from our Asia part of Asia Pacific, are going to be assisting in that area. And I also would like to say hi to Michael Ang, who is up in KL in Malaysia. And we've got some great guests coming on tonight. This will be a sensational evening for everybody. And there will be a lot of information. So make sure everyone's on the ball, paying attention. You've got your water, whatever it is, whatever else it is that you need. And be clued in. Let's have a look at the time. How are we going? It is 2 minutes past the o'clock. I'm going to allow 2 more minutes just to allow people to come on, because I can see that the numbers are just growing constantly or consistently as we go. So bear with us, folks. I'm just going to turn my video off for 1 sec. I'll be right back with you.
好的，各位已经上线收听中文的伙伴们，请待会儿点选你的荧幕下方有一个频道的选项。如果你现在看到是一个英文的频道，请你把它点开，然后点选到中文的频道。我们今天晚上全程的会议都会有中文的翻译在这边提供服务给大家，所以请上线的伙伴，如果你是收听中文的，请点选荧幕右下方频道的选项，选择中文，谢谢。
Hi, I'm back, everybody. I hope you didn't miss me too much. 1 more minute and we will officially kick this off for tonight. As I said before, we've got a lot of information coming at you tonight. This is exciting. This is incredibly exciting tonight, folks. This is the start of something absolutely brand new, and I can't tell you how excited I am that we have reached this point after everything that we've all been through, and here we are at this point when we are about to blast off. We're about to blast off into the future, and I think that we are in the perfect position. And as far as the travel industry goes, throughout the world, travel is starting to come back, and it's coming back in a big time. And here in Australia, we obviously have a lot less of a COVID situation than in many other countries in the world, and people are really, really keen to jump on planes and to get traveling. And there's a lot of regional traveling and local travel. So we're really heading in the right direction as far as that goes. Okay, at this point, I would like to welcome everyone to this call tonight, to this webinar. Thank you so much for attending this webinar tonight. My name's Bernie Birch. I am assisting in field development in Oceania, Asia Pacific, along with my associates and Jasmine Ma, Sam Lau, and Michael Ang, and of course, our sensational boss, Vice President of International, Russ Wood. We've got some excellent guests tonight, some really, really exciting guests coming along tonight. And let me tell you that we have reached a point where we are ready to head off into the future at 1,000,000 miles an hour. We all know what's happened in the past. We all know what's gone on, and we're not dwelling in the past. We are focused completely on the future, because that is where we're going to be. And let me tell you something else. You are on the right train by being here with us. You're on the right boat, you're on the right plane, you're on the right rocket, because we are heading into the future at 1,000,000 miles an hour, something that none of you have ever seen before. So with that having been said, we've got great guests, so I'm not going to hold you up any longer. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to allow Jasmine and Sam to communicate to our Chinese speakers just what's going to be happening and how to get onto the Chinese interpretation. So Jasmine, Sam, over to you.
好的，Thank you, Thank you, Bernie. Yes, 现在所有收听中文的伙伴，请您点选这个右下方荧幕右下方有一个频道的选项，请你点选中文，那边我们有全程的中文翻译帮大家服务，谢谢。Thank you, Bernie.
Thank you, Jasmine. And with that, what I would like to do is I would like to introduce the one and only, the man who has really inspired me so much in the last couple of years, the man who has made sure that the whole Asia Pacific team has been able to come back together to allow us to drive forward. And that is the one and only Vice President of International, Russ Wood. Russ, over to you.
Hey, Bernie, thank you so much. And everybody out there, thank you for jumping on tonight. I want to welcome you. We are really excited to get everybody together again. We've got these special guests. Thank you, Bernie, for taking the MC responsibilities. And Jasmine, Sam, and Michael, thank you also for your support. I want to tell you guys, we are really blessed to have our translator tonight. You've heard her voice before. She's incredible. And so Buffy, thank you for helping us out. And also guys, tonight, Keith Brown, and he's got his sidekick, Diana, and they are incredible. I just want to tell them from the bottom of my heart, thank you for sacrificing their time and blessing us tonight. And I know their team is on. I want to make a big shout out to them. So thank you all for joining and being part of this global family. Right now, I want to introduce to you our COO. His name is Michael Poates. We haven't been able to see a lot of him because he's been heads down making sure that we get this company on the right track. He was hired over a year ago to take us through a path to being successful. And I need everybody to understand he is a very successful businessman, and he's owned many businesses. He's turned businesses around. He has the right skill set, and that's why he was hired to come in and help us to get World Ventures back on the right track. And I got to tell you guys, if he wasn't here doing his job, we would probably be done and over. All of us would have nothing. We would have no future. And so my hat's off. I hope all of us will continue to support and pray for Michael and give him the support he needs as he brings in this investor. He'll talk to you a little bit about that tonight, but he's the one that's behind the scenes that's making everything happen. And we are all at corporate, we're so grateful. He's changing the culture. He's changing us to be more effective, more efficient. And so guys, when he talks to you tonight, I think you'll really see that he's very down to earth. He's a very honorable man, and he does his job as he needs to do. And the investors that are coming in, I had the opportunity to talk with them, and they have so much respect for Michael. So guys, without any further ado, let's all put our hands together and welcome Mr. Michael Poates. Michael, please turn on your video and make sure you're unmuted, and it's all yours.
Okay, the host has stopped my video.
All right, let's do this. How's that? Can you turn it on now?
It's on. How's it looking?
Well, let's see if we can get you to appear for us here. Little technical difficulty here. Let's work one other thing. Okay, try and tap start video on your lower left.
Got it. I see you. Let's see. We're gonna work through this.
We'll get there, guys.
It's not a problem.
Russ, I don't know if you sent that message to me by mistake, but I got.
Oh, I did. My bad.
Screen. Yeah.
My bad.
There's nothing like a technical glitch to start off a webinar. What would a webinar be without a technical glitch? Bear with us, everybody. We'll get there.
Yep, we will.
Just means it's going to be a great webinar. That's all.
This just
Right.
builds excitement for you, Michael.
The suspense. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Come on.
All right. How's things looking on your end, Michael? Is it giving you the ability to turn on your video yet? Okay, he's coming back in. Good. There you go. There's the man.
Touchdown.
All right. It's all yours, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And, before I start, it's been an absolute blessing to work with you, Russ. And you know what? We have a lot of folks from corporate that have decided to come back and work with us and fight for the brand so we can get it reestablished. And, I really need to thank Jasmine and Michael, it's Sam, one of my favorites that just builds the dream trips, even if they're just not there, Bernie, right? And then we've got Keith and Ayana here, and I wanted to thank you each. What's really special is that when you're called to serve an organization, one of the coolest things is when the folks that you are serving are the ones that help inspire you to be better at what you do and to do a great job. And so I just want to thank you each for the hard work. We are working daily with the investors to get this deal done. And, it's still subject to a court approval, but we feel very good about this group. They're good people, they're moral people, and they are very interested in investing the capital necessary for us to be successful and do things the right way. And that's all the difference to me. It was just as important who our capital partner was going to be as it was for us to address a lot of the systemic issues that we've had for over a decade with this brand that we need to fix. Our investors, they're committed to really going forward with this brand, and they're really working hand in hand. I know, Russ, you've had a chance to speak with the investors as well, and that's and I think you would say that they're fantastic people to work with. One of the things I think that that I would say to each of you is that we're getting our hats on straight as a company on who our guests are and who we're here to serve. And we're doing everything that we can daily to ensure that we fix some of the, and many that put us in this position. We have our support staff in the United States focused on serving the right people. One of the things that you're really going to see from us as we go forward is we're going to change even how we do business internationally. And we're really going to begin as a company to work in market rather than as the United States serving a one-size-fits-all product to the rest of the world. There's a little bit of arrogance in assuming that in an office in Plano, Texas, that we know everything about traveling in every single market in the world. And so we're changing how that looks. We're going to start to really cultivate our dream trips and our travel opportunities in country rather than from the United States. And we are going to start to set up our platforms around the world so that they are designed to support in-country travel, in-country communications, and culturally be there to help develop dream trips outside of the United States versus here. We are really, I can't even say how grateful we are that you guys are here, helping us keep this company alive and helping us fight for our future. I believe that that this company has a great opportunity to grow, and especially because of the fact that we've got great people like you associated with the brand. And I just wanted to come here this morning. I'm not a big talker. I'm more of a walker. And so you're not going to hear from me ever a lot of chocolate coated messages with that sound too good to be true. I'm a pretty straightforward person. We still have some work to do on getting the business through the bankruptcy. We still have a judge that needs to approve what we filed. I feel good about it though, and I feel like we've really picked a strategic partner to help us reorganize this brand and really come out stronger, absolutely stronger than we were when we went in. And so the message that I wanted to send you each this morning was, I wanted to assure you that we're here working hard and that we are grateful and humbled by our leadership that is in the field, doing this every day. Your Keiths, Ayana's, and the folks that are helping to support sales across the world outside of the United States, they didn't have to do that. That's a special kind of person. That's a special kind of team that's willing to serve in this role and support this brand even outside of the United States. And that's inspirational to me. That means a great deal to this brand. And so without running on, I just wanted to thank you each for joining us today and let you know that I'm very excited about the future. I'm very excited that each of you are involved with us today. And I wanted to let you know and assure you that we're going to have our bumps in the road. I wouldn't be telling the truth if that wasn't the case, but we're going to do our best to get this deal done. We're going to do our best to make sure that we start running the business morally right. And that's what's important to me. And we're here to serve you folks. And we're working on developing a team that gets that every single day. You're our guests, each one of you that's on this call. And so without ado, I'm going to send it back to the folks that are a lot better at this than I am. Russ, who, by the way, again, just a blessing having you back. You've done a wonderful job getting the folks together, and we couldn't be getting this done without Russ and our corporate team, and we couldn't be getting this done, most importantly, without our reps and our members internationally. So I just want to thank you each and let you know that it's appreciated. It really is. So this won't be the last time that you see me, but you're never going to see me for a long period of time. So I'm going to pass it back to the folks that really do this job well and know it. And I just wanted to let you know, again, you're a blessing, each of you, to us, and we appreciate the hard work. And in kind, we're doing our best every single day to get this thing turned around and to begin rebuilding this company the right way. So thank you very much. And Russ, if I could pass it back to you. I think we're doing well on the technology, so I don't want to test it, knock on wood, and continue.
You're awesome. Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. I know that you need to run to some other meetings to take care of business there. So feel free to drop off whenever you're there. You're welcome to sit and or stay on and listen to Keith as well, whatever you need to do for your schedule. But Bernie, we're going to kick it to you to introduce our next speaker. Thanks again, Michael.
Thank you.
Thank you, Russ. And Michael, thank you so much. It's so good to hear you. It's so good to hear from somebody, a professional manager who has got the experience behind them, who knows how to run a business, who knows how to steer it in the right direction. And some of the points that you made, I know will be really welcomed by the people over here, in particular in Asia Pacific, because if there's one thing in Asia Pacific people really like, it's honesty. It's straightforwardness. It's no choc flavored messages. People just want to hear the truth, because when you hear the truth, you know how to handle it. You can make your decisions based on the truth to move forward. And that is what we've been screaming for. That's what this company's been screaming for so long. And you know what? You are doing your best, and we really appreciate it, because I don't know many people who could have taken this company from the brink from where it was to take it to where it is now, to where we are able to launch and head off in the right direction into our future. And it is about a moral business. And as we move forward, we are going to have this moral business. And that's something that is dear to my heart, because one thing that is really important to me is integrity. And it's my personal integrity. And I can only work with a company of integrity. And I see that as we move forward. I see that in you. And I've heard from Russ that that's what he sees in our new owners. And I find that just so invigorating and refreshing. And you know what? You said you're doing your best every day. Well, our motto should be, let's just get better every day. And with that, thank you, Michael Poates. Really appreciate your honesty and your candidness. And thank you again. So let's move on. So featuring our next guest, Keith Brown, IMD, now from Chicago, Illinois. And I've been to Chicago once in my life, and Chicago was the very first place I ever went to in the US. And I was astounded by this city. What a great city, right on the edge of the Great Lakes. And luckily for me, it wasn't windy, because I hear Chicago can be very windy and very cold at times. So I was obviously there at the right time of year. But the thing that stood out to me, when you come from Australia, we don't have really wide roads. And I tell you, when I was in Chicago, I couldn't believe how wide the roads are over there. Anyway, just a little side note. So Keith Brown hit the rank of IMD in 4 years. 4 years. International leadership trainer, built a team of over 28,000. 28,000. Taken over 100 dream trips, trained at 4 national training events, 2 in the US, 1 in Africa, and 1 in Greece. And with that, I would like to introduce to you all, and sit back and take this in, people, Mr. Keith Brown.
All right, thank you, Bernie, man. Appreciate you for leading the charge here today, man. I am so excited to be on this call. I'm also excited as I'm going down the names list. I'm seeing some very familiar names. Sir Irwin being one of those gentlemen. That's a man who I respect so much, man. Glad to see you on, Sir Irwin. Much love to you. But guys, for those of you all who don't know me, my name is Keith Brown. And like Bernie said, man, I've been a part of this amazing company for about 11 years. Wasn't there in the beginning, didn't join until 2010. But, when I first got introduced to it, there was, no thinking about it. I knew I was going to be a part of this company. I knew that I was going to be an IMD. I knew that, I was going to treat this company not like I was a rep in the company, but I was an actual owner of the company. And before I really get into that, I want you guys to truly understand, where I came from when I first got introduced to this. Was driving a bus for the city of Chicago, have been doing that for about maybe 14 years. And I wasn't necessarily living, guys. I was pretty much just existing. I'm living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, working very hard just to earn money to send back out to pay bills. And, that was pretty much my life, sun up to sundown, working 10, 12 hours a day. And I used to, pray that, God would send me something, to get out of this situation, because here I am. At the time, I'm 40 years old, and I've never been out of the United States, never been out of the country, and I wanted to go to places like Dubai. I wanted to go to Greece. I wanted to see the Eiffel Tower in Paris. I wanted to go to Hawaii. I wanted to go to all these phenomenal places, but the money that I was earning driving a bus for the city of Chicago was not allowing me to visit those places. So only thing that I could do was see other people enjoying on TV, read about them in books, and that was pretty much it. So when I got introduced to World Ventures, it was a no-brainer, because I was just asking, God for an opportunity to be able to travel. And lo and behold, it was introduced to me, and I knew I was going to jump in right away. So when I got involved, no experience in network marketing, never did anything like this before. I was just excited about receiving this blessing, but also passing this blessing on to other people. And I think the reason why I was so successful with this is that I never tried to sell World Ventures. I never tried to convince people to do World Ventures. It was just all about finding the pain, And what I mean by the pain is that I have conversations with people. I want to know where the hurt is, where's the want, where's the need, and most people that I talked about, or most people that I talked to, they weren't happy with their jobs. They weren't happy with their financial situations. They weren't happy not being able to spend more time with their families. And I just felt like World Ventures was the answer to all those problems. So my job was just to get people to see the information and help them see how this phenomenal company, this phenomenal membership could literally help them overcome those objections. And that's pretty much how I actually built World Ventures. Another way that I built it is that, World Ventures is a company, and even right now, it's one of those companies where it's so good that it's almost too good to be true, where we can actually go to Dubai, stand at the Atlantis de Palms for 6 days, 5 nights with meals, tours, and excursions, and literally do it for less than $1,000. That is like unheard of. So what I did is that I really abused the membership. I abused the heck out of this membership, because I believe people need to see that it actually works instead of you trying to tell people that it works. So I went on a bunch of trips. I mean, I was like going on a dream trip. While I was working, I might have went on a dream trip maybe, once every 6 months. But once the income got to a point where I was making more with World Ventures than I was driving a bus, I was literally going on a dream trip every single month. And I was just showing people what was possible when a decision is made. So this company literally allowed me to go from living paycheck to paycheck to living a life that, I can only dream about, living a life that I saw other people experiencing. And I was forever grateful to this company, forever grateful, to, Wayne Nugent for creating a platform that allowed ordinary people with little education, because the only thing that I had was a high school education, no network marketing experience. I wasn't a public speaker, wasn't very influential, but it allowed ordinary people like myself to start to live an extraordinary life. So I was forever grateful. And I used to always say, me and my buddy Dwayne Hubbard, we used to always say this, that no matter what happened, good or bad in this company, we were going to stick with this company, until the wheels fell off. The only way we were going to actually leave unless, we went to the corporate office and there were chains on the door and there was a sign that said World Ventures was out of business, but until that day happened, we were going to actually stick with this company. And, things didn't just start going wrong a year ago or 2 years ago. Things really started going wrong in 2017. That's when, we stopped getting paid and, things weren't working the way that, we were used to it working. But through all of that, from 2017 up to now, we stuck with this company because we believed in it. And, you know, we knew there was nothing else like this company in the world. And it amazes me that in the past 11 years that I've been a part of this company, I've gone to every national event. I never missed a training. And it just amazes me how so many people would get on stage and they would share their story as to where they came from and how this company literally, you know what I'm saying, changed their life, and how that, you know, we got the deal, and how, you know, there's no other deal but this deal, and how, you know, we would never do the lotions, the potions, the pills and all that stuff. And to literally see people overnight, you know what I'm saying, whole attitude, whole thought process change, you know, it hurts my heart, you know, to see that, you know, a lot of people that I looked up to, you know, literally turned their backs on this company. But it's okay, because, you know, we're still here. We're still strong. We're still going to be that company that we always talked about having. You know, it brings joy to know that we have someone like Michael Poates, you know, leading the charge. It's going to take us out of the brink of darkness and bring us back into the light, guys. I still believe in this company 100%. I'm still rocking my "You Should Be Here" shirt. Nothing has ever changed, you know. But I was on the phone the other day with a young lady, and she was talking to one of the leaders on my team, and he said that, you know, he wants to come back, you know, and help rebuild WV. But his issue was that all the leaders are gone. And when I heard that, the first thing that came to my mind is that, oh, you must be a sheep, because see, sheep need to be led. When you say that, what you're saying is that you're unable to become the leader. You're unable to lead the charge. You need someone to hold your hand. See, guys, the way that I look at it is that, you know, yeah, all the leaders are gone, but now that gives us the opportunity to become the new leaders. That gives us the opportunity to become the new top income earners. This gives us the opportunity to become the IMDs, the double IMDs, the triple IMDs, the quadruple IMDs. You know, this gives us the opportunity to become the new Sir Irwins, because, you know, I would love, you know what I'm saying, to actually achieve what that gentleman has achieved. Once again, Sir Irwin, much love for you. You know, so guys, don't look at it about who left. Look at it about who's still here and who's ready to step up to the plate, who's ready to become, you know what I'm saying, that new top income earner. Guys, I already know I'm going to be that individual. The question is now is that, are you ready to be that individual? See, I'm excited, not about the past. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about, you know what I'm saying, what this new leadership is about to do to this company. I'm excited about us being within the top 10 network marketing companies in the world. And the same way that I built my business 11 years ago, I'm going to do the exact same thing. And see, 11 years ago when I first joined, people doubted that we can actually do this. People said it's never going to work. People said that it's a scam. You know, people said that, you know, you're going to jail. You know, people said all these negative things to try to bring me down, to try to, you know, knock me off the line. And my only thought process was that, you know what, I'm going to use that negative energy as fuel to actually help me prove to you that everything that you said was wrong. Because see, at the end of the day, somebody's going to be right, somebody's going to be wrong. I want to make sure that I'm always right about the decisions that I make. And those same people that's saying right now that World Ventures is done, those same people that's out there lying to individuals saying that that company is no longer open for business, that Dream Trips no longer exists, I'm going to use that same negative energy once again as fuel to show them, to prove to them that, you know what, we're going to be on top. Somebody's going to be right, somebody's going to be wrong. And I just want to make sure at the end of the day, we're right, guys. Trust me, guys, we are in the right place at the right time again. And we're going to actually, you know what I'm saying, put this company back into its glory days and beyond. So, you know, I just want to leave you guys with that. Understand you're making the right decision. Understand we got the right leadership, guys. And we're going to be number one once again. So other than that, Russ, if you got any questions, I'm going to hand it back to you. And man, it's just a blessing to be able to just share a few minutes with you guys. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in the future with this amazing company.
Well, that is awesome, Keith. Thank you so much. One thing that I think is important for our Asia Pacific team to understand is, through the whole COVID thing, I know that you guys have experienced the challenges there. How have you adapted? How have you been able to keep your team motivated? And what are some of the things that you can teach us out here on how to keep driving when some of those hurdles are out there?
Well, the most important thing is that, you have to have vision. See, right now, a lot of people are living in fear, and that's because every single day they're being bombarded with negative, information. They're being bombarded with fear, and what we have to get good at is being able to paint a picture, help people to see the vision as to what the future is really going to look like. Yeah, we all got affected by COVID, but there's a lot of people who, made a whole lot of money due to COVID. And I truly believe we can be one of those companies because, see, something was taken away from us. And what was taken away from us was the ability to travel. And understand, once you take something away from someone, and it's been gone for so long, once you decide to give it back, they appreciate it. They want to abuse it because it was taken away from them. And travel was taken away from us, but now slowly but surely it's starting to, be given back to us, guys. And we gotta help people see that, man, now is the time to take advantage, not just with the fact that you want to travel, that there's millions of people around the world that want to get back on planes. There's millions of people around the world that want to get back on cruises. There's millions of people that want to, get back to going to resorts and, creating those memories with their friends and family. And we got to get good at letting people know now is the time to take advantage of that because, so many people want to actually start traveling, and we have the perfect membership that's going to allow people to take extraordinary vacations around the world, high end, just at a low end price. So what we've been doing is just painting the vision. Now, we haven't been able to do travel parties like we're used to, inviting people to hotels and inviting people to our homes. But once again, we're taking advantage of technology. We've been doing a lot of Zoom presentations, until we can get back to that point where people feel comfortable with being around each other again. But we already see evidence that's starting to happen because, the NBA finals, they had people in the arena. So people are starting to get comfortable with being around each other once again. So we already know it's just taking one step at a time until we get back to that point where, hey, we're doing business as usual. But, at the end of the day, it's all about painting the vision, putting positivity back into people's lives, because once again, they've been bombarded with so much negative energy. And once again, we feel like this company is that company to put positive energy back into people's lives.
Amazing nuggets. I'm just feeling like you've really given us a lot to use tonight. Your morning time. Thank you so much. And Keith, we are indebted to you from all of Asia Pacific. Our hearts are full, and thank you so much for your time. One last question for you. If we can invite you to come to Asia Pacific and meet with us in person, would you be open to doing that?
Hey, you know what? Hey, that is an automatic yes. I would love to come to Asia Pacific. I just want to say once again, man, I want to thank every last one of you guys, for sticking with us. I know it's been a tough couple of years, and to see, so many people, actually jump on and show their love, show their support, for this company. From the bottom of my heart, I thank every last one of you guys. And, it just fills my heart knowing that, it's still people, out there that still believes in this company, still believes in what Michael Poates is doing and what you're doing, Russ. And, just speaking for myself, man, I appreciate you. I thank you so much for reaching out to me personally and letting me know, what Michael's situation was, because Michael can tell you, I was all in his inbox on LinkedIn. I found a way to get a hold of his personal cell phone number. I was just trying to get in touch with that guy, and for you to reach out to me and then let me know exactly the situation, it just gave me more fuel to know that we're moving in the right direction. So thank you so much. Thank you, Asia Pacific, and thank you all the guys, that's on this Zoom. for jumping on. Love you guys to death. And man, watch what's going to happen by the end of this year.
Well, you're certainly leading your team by example. And you mentioned Sir Irwin, you mentioned some of our other great leaders over here. We are really blessed to have incredible leaders here. You know, if you're ever needing an extra boost from Asia Pacific, I know that some of these leaders would love to do the same, to share and share alike, because this is one big family. So I'll turn it back to Bernie to close out. And again, Keith and team, Michael Poates, thank you so much.
All right,
Bernie?
thank you.
Hey, Russ, thanks so much. And Keith, thank you so much. That was really inspirational. I really got a lot of that. I know people can see I got lots of notes I took down there. It's funny, I've got a virtual background, so all sorts of things happen. I don't know if you can see that, but I've scribbled all over this envelope. I was taking notes. Keith, that was so inspirational, so motivational. Thank you so much. You hit all the nuggets, as Russ just said, all the points that needed to be covered. And I couldn't agree with you more, because life, as far as I'm concerned, is about positivity. Life is about moving forward. Life is about expecting the best to happen, not expecting the worst to happen. And when bad things happen and life gets in the way, what you do is you just focus on the good. Somebody said to me a long, long time ago that there's a lemonade in every lemon, and it's up to each and every one of us to find that lemonade. And I believe that, and that's how I live my life. And every day I wake up and I'm happy that I'm alive. Here's one more day that I can get out there and I can change the world from me, from one individual. And Keith, that's exactly what you're doing. You're changing the world. You're out there, you're being positive, you are leading your team. And I love the point you said about now is the time for people to step up. They can be the new leaders. You people, everyone who's on this webinar, everybody can be the new leader, because you know what? We do not need the negativity. And you talked about lotions and potions. I've been, before World Ventures, I was in lotions and potions. I've been in this industry for 20 years, and I was in lotions and potions for most of that time. And let me tell you, travel is a lot more exciting than lotions and potions. And lotions and potions are a much harder thing to get across to people, because everyone has their own ideas. So I'm getting excited here. But travel, who doesn't want to travel? And you're right, we are coming back to where we can travel again. I've written a note to myself here, and it says travel, travel, travel. And that's what I plan to be doing. That's what my family plans to be doing. My wife just came into me tonight and she said, where are we going for our next holiday? Where can we plan to go that we know it's going to happen? Now, you know what? We may not be able to travel to Thailand, which is one of our favorite spots, but we're going to travel somewhere. And our new DTL program is perfectly designed for that, because it's Dream Trips Local. It's not like it used to be. Dream Trips Local is about in-market travel, so that you as an individual and you and your teams can travel to places in your market, because we can all travel in market. I know there's lockdowns happening from time to time in different places, and poor old Michael Ang in KL's in another lockdown. But you know what? Most of the time, right now, we can travel locally, and DTL's about that. And our new DTL website, that is what it's for. And we're increasing the products that are on that site. So go into your dreamtrips.com and go and find Dream Trips Local, and you will see the products that we have, the trips that we have. I tell you guys, I am so excited. I've not met Keith before. I've never heard him speak. And I am so excited listening to what he just said tonight. Keith, you are a leader. You are a man with heart. You're a man with integrity. And integrity is so important, because now, instead of being where we were, moving forward, we're going to be a company of integrity and a company of honesty. And that is what counts. That's what people want. And you know what? We've restructured, we've re-energized, and we've renewed. And we've got a professional management team, people who actually know what they're doing. people who won't run this company down. People will build this up. People will make this successful, who know how to make a company profitable, because the company has to be profitable for you as members and reps to be able to go out there and make money. So you know what? We've got new owners. We've got new vision. We've got new energy. We have new opportunities, and we're a company with integrity, and we're going to ensure success. That's what we're going to do, because now is the time. Are you going to be the leader that's required? Are you going to do that? So guys, let's make this happen. You know what it is? It's Dream Trips 2.0. So thank you everyone for coming on tonight. This is the start of the future. Let's go out and get them. Come on, guys. This is it. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for being on the call tonight. Bye.